Okay, so I'm on my lunch break. It's 2:17 in the morning, and I forgot my keys in the building right now, so I'm not gonna walk all the way in to go get my keys. I also need to strategically hold my phone so it doesn't reveal like what company I'm working for. I just don't want to cross those streams. So with my independent contracting, my business, quote unquote, and like the company that I work for in terms of just like stalking at night. So I received a text the other day from a client, and she informed me that her dog got a hold of a baby chipmunk, and she tried to remove the chipmunk from his mouth, and he bit her. So this is classic resource guarding, possessive aggression. Um, that thing, for all intents and purposes, once it's in his mouth, it's his. Even before that, they can be guarding it. Um, so, and it's just, it's dog stuff, like it's dog stuff. His particular breed, he, like, they were bred to control rodent populations in the home and on the farm. So, like, beyond just doing dog stuff, it's like a specialty. Uh, so, basically, I told her that, well, first of all, this has happened to me recently where I had a dog in the woods, and he just snatched a squirrel right out of the brush, right out of the underbrush before I even knew what was happening. Um, and so I told her, I was weeping in the woods on my daughter's birthday because, again, it's dog stuff. Like, it makes sense, but also it's not very fun to deal with. Um, and I actually had to see it through, because I don't think that once he dropped it, I don't think that he had finished the job. So I needed to facilitate that, which was really difficult. But so I told her that there's a couple options. Number one, in no particular order. Number one, you can offer a trade. You can try to offer a trade. This requires you to have food on you, which is definitely a non-negotiable for me. But it's not likely that you're going to be able to offer something good enough to facilitate a trade. Like your exchange rate is probably not going to be good enough in any world where you have a live animal that's, like, they can feel them moving, they can feel their heart beating. They might be screaming, depending on what kind of animal we're talking about. It's not very likely. Even if it's dead, it's not very likely. So you can offer a trade. You can do a treat scatter. Number two, you can just wait, and unfortunately, like, most likely that animal is going to be gone. Like, it's going to be a goner. So you can just wait and act like you don't care, even though, like, it destroys you on the inside. You can act like you don't care. Dog's less likely to hunker down on that item, on that animal, if you're aloof about it. And that's exactly what I did with him. I just sat there and waited and didn't let him go anywhere. We just stood stationary until he dropped it. Which they may or may not come back for it when you try, like, if you needed to move along or you needed to try to reach for it to, like, relocate it or whatever. Once you reanimate it, though, like, keep in mind they're gonna want it again. They're gonna want to chase it. They're gonna want to grab at it. So if they take a beat and they disengage from the thing, that's a great option. That's a great time to give them food. If they've done so. Okay, if they've effectively disengaged. Sorry, it's really, really late. Third option would be implement the use of a muzzle everywhere in public. So something like this is not possible, or like almost virtually impossible. And then, let's see. Oh, lastly, I would not recommend this. You can take heroic measures and reach into the dog's mouth, but you have to anticipate getting bit. You have to expect to be bit. So I would not recommend this. And and you can just make it worse in this event. But you know, because again, they're probably already on their way out. Like, they're knocking on heaven's door at that point a lot of the time. So you can try to reach in there at your own discretion, but it's not advisable. Like, it sucks. Like, that's all that really can be said about it. Nobody like wants to go through that, and if you do, like, it's a little weird. So anyway, this is a little wandering, a little less focused than like the post that I did. I've converted the post into a video, so I'm gonna wrap it up at about 6 minutes. If you got through this, as usual, thanks for watching.